OVIVO! I don't know anything about this game. The immediate menu it's giving me reminds me a lot of Greece, which I played a few years back, and it's a palindrome name, which I suppose doesn't really mean much of anything. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, this is going to be quite the experience, isn't it? Might be something along the lines of a platformer, but I do not seem to have the ability to jump. Oh, can do that, though. I don't necessarily know if I would say that I am jumping as much as I'm kind of switching back and forth between anything else. Oh, I guess that's like some sort of warp? Okay, anything else? Anything else for controls? Nope. All right, playing as delicious fruit from I Want to Be the Guy. Hey, got an achievement there. Morse. Don't know what that means, but I guess the collectibles are going to be dots. Yeah, this is not a platformer, I suppose, but it does have physics. Like, you can see that I can't really go up or down the hills right now unless I specifically try falling onto them from whatever side. Okay. I think I get the basics of what's happening here, but we'll kind of see. All right, so I guess you can't... okay, so there is still, like, failure states here. It's not quite going to be entirely trivial, but still. Yeah, tiny circles. I'm guessing that the bubble things here that I'm seeing... Here, let me try this. Yeah, so okay. Okay, I see. You can queue up switching between black and white when you're falling in midair, and that means that you can use that to get a little bit of extra height doing that sort of thing. Now, I can do that then too. Okay, so I think I see the basics of advanced movement for what appears to be a legless purple guy right now. But I don't know if any of that is even going to be important. I can imagine that speedrunning a game like this would probably not even be all that difficult, would it? But I'm at least going to attempt to get the collectibles. Why not? I'm a gamer. Go for 100% if it's not entirely unreasonable, like going for everything in, say, a big RPG. Even sometimes that. Oh, do I die if I go against spikes? Yes. All right. Good to know. Or something like, I don't know, they bleed pixels, which, oh boy, that was not happening. I got the pages when I could, but that was about it. Okay, so very simple sort of movement. I don't know if there's going to be progression in a game like this. Given that it seems to be going out of its way just purely to not even... What's that now? Purely to not even have, like, any text on screen? That it might not have anything resembling like power-ups or whatever. That it's just going to be what you see is what you get. Okay. Fall down here. Try and get into whatever that is, because animated says that I want to be running directly into that if possible. Whoops. I was gonna also try and see maybe I could get, like in here on top of something. Nope. Doesn't reverse gravity. Gravity is something consistent. You have to be touching a surface to be able to switch back and forth between it. I don't know why I'm getting a little bit trigger happy trying to do this, because all I really need to do is do it like... No? I thought it would have been easier to get in there. I don't know why I'm so insistent on trying to get this, but as always, if you can... that is the thing with playing collectathon type of games of any kind. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Oh, well, do it later then, I suppose. That even if you might not be able to get everything, and you're not even encouraged to get everything, there's always a part of you that's like, well, I want to at least try, right? Nope, not quite. Oh, I see. Okay. The gravity is fairly... Oh. The gravity is fairly severe, is what I was going to say. And then I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Okay, world select. Or at least something along the lines of that if I want to... Well, okay, if I go back in here, what happens? There's more stuff. This is not the same thing that I started out with. So it is not purely... Oh, got it. Okay, it is not purely just one level. As I saw, there was a lot of stuff there. These things deadly? Probably, but might as well check anyway. No? There's very little penalty to dying. It's not like I need to worry about lives, as far as I can tell. No reason not to try and interact with everything that I possibly can, right? Oh. Yeah, I can probably get that if I want to. Or the easier way to do this would just be like that. I'm trying to figure out like the speedrun tactics here, and I barely even played the game. So that is... Still have no idea why this is called OVIVO. Probably has less to do with the actual name, the meaning of the letters themselves, or whatever the name might be interpreted as. Probably more along the lines of representing shapes. First things that did come up looked very much like OVO. Perhaps. But still, that's OVO. That's not OVIVO. Two very different things. What is this now? Got an achievement. The world was forgotten. Don't know what that means. But I think the cool Chivos are gonna be the only thing that I can get to tell to tell the story of Mr. Delicious Fruit here. I've been watching a lot of I Want to Be the Guy stuff lately, so that is very much on my mind. Contrast to a game like this that is extraordinarily stylish, something like those games which are all very consistent, but of course, it's about the gameplay. When you have games created like that, sometimes you have games that are created as art, you know, intended to be an experience more than a challenge. Game like that, like I Want to Be the Guy, exact opposite. Or more specifically, the fan games. The original I Want to Be the Guy was sort of created as a joke. Which is strange that, regardless, the fan games that were spawned of it, the sort of community, was very much into the hardcore nature of it. I guess as somebody that plays a lot of like Dead Cells, I can understand that. Looking for a new challenge. But I mean, I don't know. I think that experiences... Come on, I can totally get this. Oh. I'm just like mashing the button here. There we go. No, I can get this. I can get this. I think that the experiences just in general, at least to me... I don't want to do this one. Like this. I can super get that, though. Are more interesting when there's something a little bit different. Something that I haven't seen before, which I'll say right now, absolutely OVIVO is... Only symbols remained. Okay, well, there you go. We're getting some lore, baby. The lack of any sort of story is very much seemingly a part of whatever story may or may not be being told. Hard to tell with a game like this. But yeah, the uniqueness of the style cannot be denied. Once again, I'll kind of compare it to Grease, which I played. Yeah, probably not going to be able to do too much there, right? Which, of course, had a very similar sort of work with the color and very strange sort of stuff that it's presenting. I guess I want to go up on Yeah, like... No, not there, but... There's no way I could possibly get to the underside. Well, let's just see if... Can I do it like this? Because that gigantic exploding thing seems unusual, but I suppose if there's nothing there to get, there's nothing there I can get. Just end up going in the only direction that seemingly will work. Will suffice. After all, things like trying to scale structures, not totally and completely trivial in this game. Sort of like 6Vs in that way, where you are able to go infinitely up and down, no problem at all. But minute movements are a lot more difficult to try and, you know, even just trying to get across the tiniest of gaps. The rings of a tree. That one I don't know. I was following you right up until that. Minute movements like just trying to clear even the smallest of gaps suddenly become kind of rough. Quite difficult, I would say. But... yeah, as it is. And what's over here, though? That might have been... I'm thinking about it right now. This seems like a critical path to go. If I want to go get secret-y type of stuff, seems likely that I should probably head over here instead. Nope. No, this is very much the intended solution. Okay. And I immediately sneezed. Okay, great, cool. I hope I remember to cut that one out. I think as of just yet, I have literally only sneezed. Maybe I'll try and clear this. I've only sneezed once. Oh, okay, I got you. Only sneezed once on any one of these episodes. Okay, so it immediately forces you in the opposite direction. I would probably away from the center, seeing how the particle effects there work. Giving you a little bit more of a traditional platforming control here compared to what has been going on. Would I consider this game a platformer? I suppose probably not. Okay. Then we get the big zoom out. Yeah, you can see the big caverns that I went to over there. Okay. That's all three of them, though. Good to know. So completed that. I guess it's time to move on to the next one. So I'm guessing that the opener thing... yeah, just to see. I'm guessing that the opener thing was probably just a tutorial area. And despite the symbol that I managed to get from that, that was on in all likelihood just not something that I'll be seeing multiple times. Snake. Why snake? Don't know. Do know that spikes are bad. Can I jump onto spikes? No. If I am already queuing up a switch, an alteration of the color that I currently am, does not seem to be the case. No. Mean snake. Got it. Don't ride it. I can get this one working. Just get good gravity up and... oh, nope, too far. Way too far on that one. That said, I don't know if the goal here is to get every one of these symbols. No reason not to try, though, right? Ha. If order in space, I'd like to, maybe I'll go throw it in the description or something like that, the full text that I'm currently being given. There we go. Because there's no way that I'm going to be able to... I saw something up there, but yeah, there's no camera movement to be able to see what's going on. There's no way I'm going to be able to kind of keep that in mind for right now. I thought I saw some sort of like, effect when I hit those spikes before. That'll work, though. Perfect. Then pretty much, I think, yeah, all they want me to do is do it like this here. Into the big check mark. Certified. I don't know, would you call the main character OVIVO? No, that's absurd. What am I even saying? But, I mean, I'm not going to call him black and white purple guy. Legless purple guy or delicious fruit. That would be ridiculous. And also, like, pretty much nonsensical. After all, symbols remain, not text. Which makes all the difference now, doesn't it? In this very moody black and white world that I'm ruining by speaking a lot over it, but what are you coming to this channel for if not for that? Just D-pad and X. Well, X on my controller, which is a PS4 controller. Kind of had the feeling that this was going to be something of a platform when I first started it up, hence why I decided to plug in the controller. Usually I just try to go keyboard mouse with games that are on PC. This one I feel like it definitely can go whatever way you want to. Good. Curious as to what this one's going to look like. Ah, big eyeball. How am I going to get down there, though, is the real question. Are we like this? Yeah. Oh, almost got it. Got it. Okay. Whew. Destruction in chaos is the next piece of the puzzle. Whatever that puzzle might turn out to be. Still a little bit questionable as of right now. Look at that thing. Is there any sort of interaction that I can even do with that? But I think it's needless to say, we're going to be seeing a lot of toothy maws coming up here. I don't really think that... I think that there's a clear type of theme going on. All right. It's time to start getting used to moving on diagonal platforms like that. Heh. How this thing is working. It's a simple game. An extremely simple game. But of course, I think that goes with the whole lack of any... Hey, come on. I didn't get hit there. Lack of any sort of real information given for the most part. Okay. Seeing that, I think they very much knew exactly what you'd end up trying to do there. Questions eternal. With what appears to be an elevator button. Oh, there's actually just nothing over there. And everything else being spikes. I guess the idea would be that I want to... Where is the optimal route to be taking? Over here, of course. This looks like some sort of large structure. Yep, thought so. I see the giant eyeball. I see an ear in the upper left corner. There's a wolf over there. What appears to be something that I missed. Although that might have been the big, kind of wiggly rectangle I saw up in the sky. I can see craggy, destruction and chaos. I suppose I can see it. Sure. Can I mouse over? No. Can't mouse over anything, actually. Alright. Let's keep going through here. Okay, those are, in fact, as painful as they look like. Although, would you even ascribe pain to something as abstract as this? I don't think so. I think it would be... probably some sort of emotion or feeling that is indescribable. Or at least will not be elaborated on due to the lack of words that exist in this world. No words. only tiny antenna balls remain. Really does sort of go against the whole commentary thing like I was talking about before that I'm trying to do right now. And there we go. Dots, aside from the very first one, don't seem to be giving me much of anything. Is that a Rorschach, like, ink blot up there? It sure looks like it. Maybe I'll go see what's up with that thing. A lot of the animated stuff that I've been seeing around here doesn't seem to be interactable. Yeah, I absolutely remember that because that is a classic Rorschach ink blot test because I recognize the two Pikachus on a motorcycle. That classic one. That is not just one that was made up for this, for example. In fact, I'm fairly certain that all the Rorschach tests are not supposed to be something that are changed up every single time. It's more about, you know, not seeing what people see, but judging all parts of... I was wondering if I might have been able to recover from that. Judging all parts of the... Come on now. So it's not perfect whenever you get into the edges of stuff. Judging all parts of, like, the... looking at process and everything. Okay. Yeah, it lets you kind of enter here, but these little sausage things are a little bit difficult to get into. Yes, okay. This is somewhat tricky. I wouldn't say extremely tricky, but I would say a little bit tricky. Yep, there we go. There. Yeah, I see that what they want you to do is pretty much left, right. Just mash on left, mash on right, that sort of thing. And then I fell right back down here. Oh, come on. Okay, I thought so. I remember that the other button that does exist in this game is something of a fast travel. So if I manage to hit that sort of... checkpoint, it seems like I can probably travel to the area that I managed to get to, provided that's not just outright cheating. You never really know with a game like this. Maybe I'm accidentally activating dev mode, that it's not supposed to be sort of a fast travel between the checkpoints sort of option. Who knows? Not seeing any sort of collectibles around here, though. Checking around specifically. Yep, there's a Pikachu riding a motorcycle. Everybody's favorite Rorschach test part. Okay, I see. And then something along the lines of that. But yeah, usually I would see some of the, I guess I'm just going to call them lore achievements at this point in time, but it doesn't seem to have appeared just yet. Maybe. Okay, well, something to note is that the bottom of those craggy diamonds, I guess I'm just going to call it, do not, in fact, kill me. Or whatever it is that might be happening to the main character. Somewhat hard to say right now. There we go. That'll work. Only took like 1 minute to do it, but still feels like it should not have, you know? Well, at least I start over here instead of all the way back to the previous area. Yeah, this area is actually quite difficult to try and go through now, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Of course, right into that. You can't really move the camera, which means that things like trying to Things like trying to see what's ahead to make sure that you're not about to fall into something is not really possible, now is it? But now, struggling with this one. What if I just kind of like mash, Hey, you know what actually worked there? Just mashing the switch button. Okay, so that's actually something to keep in mind, because I'm trying to do this accurately. It seems like accurately might not be as good as just going fast sometimes. That'll let you get through specific areas with a little bit more ease. Because ultimately, yeah, I think a lot of the time all I need to do was just switch back and forth, and that was the sort of important part of that. It was a lot more important than just purely... a lot more important than trying to hit it with some sort of rhythm there. Okay, so that is... I'll remember that one for the future. Now, here... because after all, it does give you the ability to queue up things. You switch immediately. How can I get that one? I don't know if I can get that one. At least from where I was right there. Give myself another try. There we go. How am I going to get in, though? Oh, I could have easily got it there, too. Okay, let's go up to this top of this. And then... oh, almost. Very, very close. Could also just... It almost touches the tip of that second triangle, but not in the way that I want it to. Yeah. Okay. I think that the way I want to do this then is probably like... yeah, that's what I was thinking. Halves of the one. But I totally missed like a lot of stuff there. Gonna have to go look around to see if I can't find the other ones that I'm missing. Because it seems like whatever I was doing did not put me in a position where I could... Okay. Quit swinging back and forth so much, I guess. Did not put me in a position where I could actually find the ones that I was missing there. In all likelihood, I'm just going to end whatever this chapter, as it were, is. Yeah, right here. So, the zoom out, though. All right. I see what appears to be one kind of in the middle of the map there. I don't know where the other ones might be. Taking a look around. So I guess I'm going to have to go around and try and figure that one out. I know you get the second ring, sort of what I expected to have happen. However, let's take a look. Let's see if I can't get whatever the other two here are. I think that also tells me if I'm missing any one of the dots, but I'm not entirely sure. Look at the amount of like faces and everything that seem to be embedded in the walls. Yes, I see what they're kind of going for here. Unless there is a different sort of thing to look at. Oh, and then you get the options menu ring. Oh, and there's... okay, and then you can go all the way back to the start if you just press down again. All right, so I guess that makes sense. Now, where is this going to be? Okay, well, got that at least. And the other thing I'm looking for seems like it's probably right there. Yes. Okay. Now, the real question is, how am I going to get that? Oh, Close, but not quite. Yeah, this one might take a couple tries. Or right here, like that. There we go. Learning the nothing. Well, there's another one of those. And probably going to end up leading me to... Yeah, probably going to end up leading me to another one of the lore things if I continue... Yep, going on in this direction. There we are. Everything escapes from us. Which I am going to say... That is probably good for right now, given that I have now completely filled out this ring. So next time... We're going toward the second ring of OVIVO, and whatever that means, it's really hard to tell with this game.